Hello everybody, welcome back to Pixie Woo. I'm so sorry you didn't have a tutorial up on Thursday, but we had a lovely announcement to say that our book is out and available for pre-order now. It is amazing, we've put a lot of work into it, it's taken us 2 years to do it. So today's video, let's not talk about that, today's video is a makeup tutorial and loads of people have asked for the Kristen Stewart makeup that they did for the Chanel campaign. Oh, let me put that on silent. Sorry. The Kristen Stewart makeup that they did for the Chanel campaign. I don't have all the products, but I've managed to get the right sort of tones and a lot of the products. So that's the look I'm going to do for you today. It won't look as good on me because I don't have those kind of sultry, sexy hooded eyes. Would have been better one for my sister to do, but I'm going to do my very, very best. And I do have green eyes, so hopefully it will make them pop and look lovely anyway. So let me get started. I'm going to start with the eyes because I don't want to get red fall down. Last thing you want is red fall down because it's really hard to clean up. And I don't have the exact souffle that Chanel made in the red. I think it's quite hard to get hold of now, not sure. But I do have this Estee Edit eyeshadow and it's got an eyeshadow underneath and a cream on top. I'm going to use the cream on top. This is in Cyberella 05. I'm just going to take a nice big brush and just work that over the eye to start off with. So this is just starting as a really nice base for the other red eyeshadow to cling to. Look up and under the eye as well with that. That is such a lovely colour, isn't it? Bear in mind I've got no skin on yet. Once you get your flawless skin on, that will look amazing. Now actually, normally my friend Bo Nelson does the makeup for Kristen Stewart and he started doing the red kind of eye on her, but he didn't do it for this campaign. But he is the person that I think should be given the praise for the red eye on her. So that's just giving the eyes a lovely red heat, but a bit plummy tone. I want to make that slightly redder. So I'm then going to go in with the Chanel palette. This one is in 268. And it is the palette that has the beautiful reddy tone in it here. So I'm going to work that over the top of the eye. It will really cling nicely to the product I've already put down. I'm using a 203 Bold Metals brush just to work that over the eye. And that's just taken away that kind of plummy red and made it a slightly more rust red. I just love these colours. Now don't worry if you hate it at that point, it's allowed. You've got red eyes, it's allowed, you haven't got myxomatosis. Okay, I'm then going to take the eyeliner, which is a red tone. It's very similar to one that MAC used to do called Foxy Lady, which I love, and they discontinued it. This is in 928, and I'm going to do that next, and that's just going to sit in the waterline of the eye, just the bottom waterline. If one coat isn't enough, leave it to set and then go in with a second coat and it will build it and make it stand out a lot stronger. I then want to take a dark brown. This is the one that I've found and it's actually a dark reddy brown. It's Blackcurrant 24/7 by Urban Decay. And I want to push that just along the lower lash line. Very slightly. It's just going to give a little bit of definition between the liner, the eyeshadow, and whatnot, and it needs that tiny bit. And then I'm going to take a black eyeliner and just run that in the top waterline. It does not matter what black liner you use or what brown liner you use for that. I'm then going to go back to my Chanel palette and I'm going to take the darkest brown on a really fine accent brush and just use that to cling under that eye there. And then go back in with the palette again and the slightly lighter brown. I'm just going to run that with the same red brush that I used before, just through the socket a tiny bit. Mascara, I have got the Chanel Dimensions mascara in 40. Which is kind of like a warm brown. So it's not quite black, it's just a kind of warmy brown. It's really pretty. That on both top and bottom lashes. such an easy look to do. So we're starting to get a rough shape of the eyes. I'm then going to take a little bit of concealer. This is the Creme de la Mer one. And just run that through my my brow bone. Forgot what that was called then. Pick up my brush that's got the red on again and just allow that to, don't dip it in the product again, just allow it to cling to where you've put the concealer. It just takes off a little bit of the product and makes that line a little bit less harsh and blends a little bit better. I'm then going to take some pear soap and some water on my spoolie, get a little bit of that going, and just brush up through my brows. Now Kristen has her brows quite brushed up in this ad. God, I love those colours already. Just going to allow that to set and come back to it. I'm going to go in with a little bit of skin. I have got YSL Touché foundation and a Bold Metals 101 brush. It's a little bit lighter the foundation than I am, but I want to go a bit lighter to be able to carry off the look. Like, you can have the look with a tan obviously, but I really want to make it look a bit more Kristen. In with the concealer, I'm going to use the same concealer as I used with the brow bone, the Creme de la Mer one. Just going to take that under the eye. It's got a good coverage, this concealer, that's why I'm using it. And bearing in mind that no one has skin as perfect as you do, as Kristen does in that picture, because it's just not possible. Without a little bit of tweaking, I need a good concealer. I'm then going to go in with a little bit of this Keromask Mineral Rich powder, because it will have a good coverage, and I'm going to use a sponge just to push that over the skin. Just to flatten that down. I'm using the sponge dry for this. Use it wet if you're using a liquid and dry if you're using a powder. I'm going to take a slightly smaller setting brush with the same powder just to get right under the eyes here. Then I'm going to take a little bit of Kevyn Sculpting and a contour brush just to give me a little bit of something. You can't really see it in the visual if she's got anything, but I want a little bit of something to warm my skin up. I'm then going to go back to the brows. I've got this brow kit by Barry M. I'm going to take a little bit of water and mix it with this shadow. Now, you can use the kind of pomades if you prefer, but I actually prefer an eyeshadow because I think you get a thinner consistency from it. I'm going to get my brush and just do little tiny brush motions. So it just gives you really nice thick looking brows that don't look like they're tattooed on. And then lastly for the lip, I'm going to take Barry M lip liner in number 3. And I'm going to colour the whole lip in with that. Those Barry M lip liners are so great and affordable. I also have number 25. I love both of those colours. But that one's just number 3. I'm then going to take a little bit of MAC Currant lip pencil and I'm going to outline it. Because she's definitely got a couple of tones on her lips. I'm going to take this red lipstick from the collection. This one is in number 169 on an accent brush again. So I can get really precise there. And that is just going to work the two together, the lip liner, the two different coloured lip liners. There's one thing Chanel do well, it's red. Whether it be nail varnishes, they do red well. Even though the nail varnishes really chip, I'll put a different nail varnish underneath and I'll always finish with a Chanel one. Just for the colour. Oh, and the nail varnish I have on is from the collection as well. Does it have a name? 528. I'm not trying to pronounce any of the names because I get them all wrong, but my favourite is Pirate, but this one's really nice. I do love Pirate that they do as well. So nice. So there you have the finished Kristen Stewart look for Chanel. So easy and so pretty. Hope you've enjoyed it, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Take care, bye.